Hello and welcome to BeamNG Drive. I'm davidinark, and today we are going old school. That's right, I downloaded an old train racing map and grabbed a train, and we also have the auto carrier train cars to go along with it, loaded up with cars for delivery. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Now, the map has all kinds of missing textures and everything else. Yeah, I'm not worried about fixing that. I am just interested in playing here. Uh-oh, steep downhill. Let's be careful. Slow down a little bit. Oh, what the? Okay. I don't know what happened there. I didn't hit anything that I know of. Anybody see any cows on the tracks? I have no idea. The whole thing just kind of went kablooey. Huh, alright. Well, I'll tell you what, let me do a quick time lapse and we'll get everything all set back up again. Enjoy the show. Alright, we've got everybody all set back up again. Let's see what happens if we give this thing some gas, which is actually T to get it rolling, and then you got to hit the up arrow to put it into gear. And it's trying. Come on. There we go. Oh, this is so cool, man. I miss trains. We need more maps with train tracks, and I hope the mod authors who have been working on the trains get back into working on trains for BeamNG. This is just so cool. Oh, man. There are other train cars available as well. As a matter of fact, the mod that has the engine in it, there's all kinds of different engines to pick from, but there are also different cars to pick from. There's a tanker car and some other stuff. I'll have a link to the different mods down in the description. Just know it is very wonky. It's really weird and hard to sometimes get things working with train tracks, but oh man, so much fun once you do. We are just cruising along at a leisurely 5 whopping miles an hour. I'm trying to be careful because I'm not sure what the problem was. Yeah, blaring the horn. Now that says I can go 185 miles an hour. We weren't going anywhere near that when we crashed last time. Oh man, look at this. We head off down into the distance, carrying all of our vehicles, ready to take them to, I don't know, the dealership or wherever they're going. Oh, what the? No, there's gotta be, what the? Oh, look at there. The engine has become detached from the rest of the train. That is so not good. I don't know what is going on. It's almost like there's some kind of a... I don't want to say an invisible wall, but it's more like there's some kind of a connector piece. Like maybe this is where a couple of tracks connect to each other, and that's why the train is jumping off of the tracks at that point. I have no idea, but all right. Well, I have another idea. We're gonna go old school, continuing, and we're gonna try something else. That's right. We've got Blejo's train wheels for the standard vehicles in BeamNG. Now, I want you to know that, yes, I'll have a link to this mod, but this only works with original vehicles and or vehicles that were based on the original ones, like way back that came with BeamNG. So it does not work like with the Vivace. It doesn't work with any of the trucks because those wheelbases are too spread apart, but definitely works with vehicles like the Bolide. So you can swap out the wheels when you go into the configuration and tell it that you want to use Blijo's universal train wheels, and you can drive your car on the train tracks. This brings back so many memories. I did a whole series of videos playing around with the train tracks. Oh, we have slammed on the brakes, but as you can see, we are still sliding along on our train wheels. And by the way, if you're not familiar with this train race map, you can see off in the distance all that really cool wooden structure. I mean, it looks like kind of like a wooden roller coaster. That is all track running with this train theme that you can actually go and explore. I don't know how far we'll get. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. Just gonna keep on. Oops. Oh, that was a weird little jump there. I'm not quite sure what that was, but we are just going to keep on heading around the curve. And come on. Oh yeah, taking in the scenery. I have to tell you, even with the missing textures, you got the orange trees. It's very autumnal or very fall-like. They just look like they have orange leaves. So, hey. And if you're into yogurt, there's a place, at least in America, it's called Orange Leaf. So, they're not sponsors or anything, but I've eaten there a lot. It's good stuff. Anyway, zoom out here as we are hoofing along over 100 miles an hour. Oh, let's slow down for the curve. This is fantastic. Even with the messed up textures and the messed up ground cover and all that, it's just so cool. That is a very sharp turn for our Bolide here on the railroad tracks as we come around the corner, watching things come into view as the lighting changes while we're driving. That is so funny. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, I thought I broke something again. Look at the rooster tail coming off the back of the off the back of the Bolide. I was going to say tracks and trunk and I don't know, but look at that rooster tail. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. I absolutely forgot how fun driving your car on railroad tracks can be. Look at that. Watch your downhill speed. I don't think so, Tim. We are out of here. This is what it would look like if you were in the cockpit of the Bolide on railroad tracks. Only in BeamNG, folks. Only in BeamNG Drive. Ah, man. There we go. Cruise up around here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Gain some speed here. There we go. Downshift this bad boy. I put it in manual transmission so I have a little more control. Oh, there we go. Going around the corner. 95 miles an hour. I'll tell you what, it is taking that corner like nobody's business, though. Almost 100 miles an hour. No problem at all. It can handle the rails. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this. As we drive along and head up the wooden structure. Oh, I feel some leanage. We're leaning. Oh, there it is. Oh, and we have come off the rails. Not good for us. All right, let's try another vehicle on the rails. So, even though the SBR 800 electric vehicle didn't come out until way after this mod was made, this vehicle is based off of the ETK 400 series, and therefore the train wheels work. So you might have to just experiment a little bit, play around, and see what you can come up with in terms of which vehicles will work with these the train wheels. This is great, man. 123 miles an hour, hoofing down the railroad tracks. It's so weird to be in the electric because it makes no noise. I mean, all you hear are the wheels on the rails. Look at that. I've got the brakes slammed. In fact, we were going reverse, but because we're on train wheels, you just see, this is why it's so hard to stop a train. They don't have any, rubber to meet the road for friction. This is all just metal on metal, hoping that you can slam the bad boy into reverse in order to slow down. Man, that is cool. Come around this corner here. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me put in the UI app for airspeed, because what the speedometer shows is the wheel speed, and I want the airspeed, which is like the speed that your vehicle is actually traveling. Oops, we kind of came off the rails there. There we go. All right. Am I on? I don't think I'm on. But nope. All right. Let's try that again. I swerved a little too far. Gently. There we go. All right, we should be good. So now what you're going to see is the little airspeed indicator is going to show the actual speed of the car versus the speedometer showing how fast the wheels are spinning. Now, for a lot of times, they are going to match up, but you'll notice, especially when I give it gas, the wheels are spinning at, 60, 70 miles an hour, even though we were going maybe 40. Now, there definitely are points where your wheels are spinning as fast as you are going. That makes perfect sense. But like there was a good case there, right? It says I'm going 90 miles an hour on the speedometer, but really the airspeed indicator was showing that I was going about 60. So, big difference, especially when you slam on the gas and the wheels spin against the tracks and they have really no friction to speak of. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, absolutely loving this. Oh, I love the sound of the wheels riding on the rails. And again, off in the distance, you can see that crazy setup of the woodwork involved there. All the, what they really call trestles. I don't know, whatever, trussel, something, anyway, whatever. It looks like a giant roller coaster is what it looks like. And it is spectacular. Once again, watch our downhill speed. I think we're doing just fine. Thank you very much. By the way, just a little bit of, trivia type stuff. You hear the expression that a vehicle corners like it's on rails. This is kind of what they're talking about. If a vehicle were on rails like this and it can take a corner just smooth and quick and around, that's what it's talking about. Because you're not dealing with wheel slippage, tire slippage, any of that kind of stuff. It's just the vehicle on the rails going around. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the origin is actually not necessarily that the vehicles were on actual railroad tracks. It was sort of a something similar to railroad tracks, if I remember. But it was basically a way to test vehicles. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. This reminds me of riding rides at an amusement park when I was a kid. I grew up in and around Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and there's an amusement park there called Kennywood, and they had these old-time cars that you drove around. They weren't exactly on rails, but it was a very similar concept. Then again, if you've been on an old-school wooden roller coaster, I mean, crud, that's what we're talking about right here. Oh, that is so, so cool. Absolutely love it. Again, I will have links to the map, links to the wheels, links to the to the mod that has the different cars in it to hook up to the train, and you can check that out for yourself. Oh man. And we're not really, so we're going about 60 miles an hour up the hill, real speed. I couldn't tell on my speedometer what it said we were doing, but just look at that. Oh, it's getting a little shaky. Kind of bouncing and jouncing as we continue to climb up the hill. Look at there, zoom out a little bit. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That is fantastic. I absolutely love the amount of detail that went into the woodwork for this track. I mean, oh man, I was too busy not paying attention. Off we go. Over the edge, slam down on the track where we've already been. Man. Well, that's all right. Lots of fun. Anyhow, you can check that out. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to GamerGull, Hero of God, and LosWilko for supporting me on Patreon. You can check that out, patreon.com/davidinark. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time on BeamNG Drive. Have a great day.